Okay, greetings, guys. Last page of the practice test here. Now, check this out. You may use decimals on your Chromebook for the following questions. The quarterfinal, if it has questions like this, you can use decimals on there, and that's because we're going to be doing some things graphically here. This says solve each equation algebraically and then check your answer graphically. Now, there are three kinds of questions we dealt with when we solved algebraically: linear equations, absolute value equations, and then quadratics. Each had their own approach. Let's look at things. Linear equations. To do a linear equation, I simplified each side. So I would go -8 times 1 on this left. That's -8. -8 times -5 is +40, and that has an x on it, equals 5x minus 8. Once I'd simplified each side, I'm going to move my numbers over on the right. So I'm going to get rid of this 8 on the left by adding it. -8 plus 8, right? That's going to wipe that out. And, oh, look, -8 plus 8. That kills that out too. And then I'm going to subtract the 5x from over here. So I want to get all my x's on the left, all my numbers on the right. -8 plus 8 is gone. 40 minus 5 is 35x. Equals 5x minus 5x is gone. -8 plus 8 is gone. And I get 0. And if I divide by 35 on each side, I'm going to get x equals 0. Okay, cool. Now, let's go to Desmos. To solve this on Desmos, I need to type in that equation. So if I type in that not the equation. I need to type in y equals the left side. So y equals -8 times 1 minus 5x, okay? And then I'll type in the other side, y equals 5x minus 8, 5x minus 8. So left side and right side, and I need to find where they cross. Well, I'm looking there. They're crossing right there. So they cross at the point. So the graph looks like this. It looks like, and it looks like that, and that. They cross at this point, 0, -8. So x equals 0. Sure enough, I just confirmed it. I checked it. Marvelous. Okay, let's go back to the problems here for a second. I've got 9 plus 2 absolute value of x over 8 equals 11. First thing I do is I isolate that absolute value. So I need to get rid of that 9 and that 2. Start from the outside one, 9. I'm going to subtract 9 from each side. That's gone. That gives me 2 times the absolute value of x over 8 equals 11 minus 9 is 2. Then if I divide by 2 to get rid of that, I get x over 8 equals, absolute value of x over 8 equals 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now, remember, with absolute values, you made two different equations. You took the stuff in the absolute value and set it equal to a positive number here. And you took the stuff in the absolute value and set it equal to a negative number. So 1. So it set it equal to 1 and -1. To solve this, I'm going to multiply by 8. And I get x equals, that's gone, 1 times 8 is 8. Here, I multiply by 8 to get rid of it. And over on the left, that's gone. And I get x equals a -8. There's my two answers. Okay, so let's go back to decimals. So on decimals, I need to type in y equals the left-hand side, which was 9 plus 2 times the absolute value of x. And absolute value of x over 8. Okay, to get the absolute value, you can type it using the symbol above the enter button, or if you go, over here, there's the absolute value right there. Okay, next one, y equals 11. Okay, I don't see anything here. That's because I'm not scrolled out far enough. So I scroll out, I'm looking for the intersections. So this graph looks like that, and it has a thing up there, and there's 2 points where they're crossing, and I look and I see there's 8 and -8. So sure enough, on my algebra, I got x equals -8 and 8. Awesome. Okay, let's go back to the paper. X squared plus 3x plus 10. This is a quadratic. First thing you're going to do is set it equal to 0, which means I want to take that 10 and I'll move it over. So x squared plus 3x, this positive 10 now is a negative 10. Now, I can solve this either using a Pythagorean theorem or Pythagorean quadratic formula or factoring. I'm going to factor x and x, factors of, it's negative, so plus and minus, factors of 10 that make 3, 1 and 10, no, it doesn't work, 2 and 5, 2 and 5, positive 5 and negative 2 equals 0. Now you take each of these factors and set them equal to 0. And I solve. So here x equals negative 5. And if I add 2 to each side here, I get x equals 2. Okay. Now, let's go back to decimals. To solve it algebraically, I type y equals the left side, x squared plus 3x. And I do the right side, which is y equals 10. And all of a sudden, the graph looks like such, and it has 2 points up here, and it's crossing at the points 2 over here and negative 5, which sure enough, those are my solutions. There it is. Now you can see the whole thing. Those are my solutions. So that's it. To solve an equation algebraically, guys, you graph y equals the left side and y equals the right side and find where they cross. That is how you do like number 28 here. 28. Solve the following equations by graphing. Sketch the graph in the coordinate plane below and then solve it. You got to solve it. It's more than sketch the graphs. You've got to solve it. But to solve it, let's go to decimals. I'm going to type in y equals the left side and y equals the right side on both of these. Y equals the left side, y equals the right side on both 28 and 29. So let's look at 28. Okay, now we'll go to decimals. So I will look at y equals the absolute value of x plus 6. Good. And on the right side, minus 1. Don't forget, minus 1. Do the whole thing. And then I get y equals the square root. Where's the square? There it is. Square root of 2x plus 4 plus 1. Whoa! Did I do that right? I just check up here. Y equals, I need y equals. Okay, nothing changed. Absolute value x plus 6 minus 1. Okay, that's right. 2x plus 4 under the root plus 1. Yeah. What do you notice? Well, first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 1. I'm going to graph that. Okay, and this is from here, negative 2, 1. It goes up there, and it goes like there. There are no intersections. That means there's no solutions. This has no intersections, therefore there's no solutions. In other words, there's no point on here where this blue graph equals the green one. Okay, let's go to the next problem, 29. I'm going to graph y equals the left side. So the left side here is this x to the fourth plus 4x cubed. So x cubed, there it is, x to the fourth plus 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x squared minus 3x. Okay, and now I have y equals on the right side 0. Cool. So the graph, wow, look at this. This is a cool, I like this graph. Here's a bunch of x-intercepts. Negative 3, negative 1.6-ish, somewhere there, 0, 0, and 0.6-ish right here-ish. And so it looks like this point here, that's it. Negative 1, 2 something, and negative 1, 2, 3 something right there-ish. So it looks kind of like to there. And my other graph thing is right there. Where do they cross? Well, these 4 x-intercepts. So x is equal to negative 3 for right there. Negative 1.618 right there. Negative 1.618. 0 for there, 0, and 0.618, 0.618. So to solve them graphically, you graph y equals the left side of the equation, y equals the right side of the equation, and then you just see where they cross. Guys, that's the whole test. Hopefully that helps. See you next time. Good luck, and bye now.